Alright, hello everybody. I don't have my phone today, so hopefully everything will work exactly as it should. I had to change my encoder for the live streams for it to work properly. It had to be like 260 or something like that. But yeah, okay, so here I am. Today I am going to review the Night of the Phantoms of this year from Animal Jam Play Wild. I don't know if I'll do the classic one because it's pretty much always the same on classic. Let's send them a letter. They're there. And here we are. It's pretty well decorated. There's ghosts everywhere. And there's also pumpkins, jack-o'-lanterns. You know, as usual, of course. But of course, it's been taken over by vines because that's a part of the lore. Essentially, what the Phantoms tried to do was take over Jamaa with dark side energy. And that's the story. There is, of course, more that you can find out. And I'm going to tell you that this event is more like lore heavy at this point. And unfortunately, though, they didn't really upload a brand new adventure or anything like that like they did previous years. Which, in my opinion, is a disappointment, definitely. But instead, they decided to like transfer it into these side quest type of missions. I don't know if they're still here. All the players already beat them all, but... Oh, they almost beat them all. Look at that. My goodness. Okay. Over here there's one. Defeat the dungeon boss as a warrior, healer, or trickster. Okay, that one's kind of easy. Complete a round in the Phantom Ice Caverns. Okay. You see, they did re-release the Phantom Ice Caverns, but that's an old game from a few years ago. Like, they should have just made a new one. Like, come on now. And if we go, like, more out there, we can see that there's another one, probably. Did they already buy the alpha one? Get alpha items? Oh no, I didn't mean to press that. No, darn it. Okay. Okay. Here we go, we're going back in. I think it's this one. No. Bro, I'm trying to... I can't even select it? What's going on? Hello? Oh, yeah, sometimes the map breaks too. You see, I can't press on anything. Because it's broken. I don't know why that's happening. Before it was working fine. But something in this event broke the map somehow. So, okay, we're going right in. That's the one I want to see. No, I don't. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, okay, you pretty much get the gist of it. It's side quests, and there's one that said find alpha items. How the heck is that fair exactly? Alpha items are extremely rare. How do you suspect us to beat that one if they're so rare? Like, they should have just removed that one immediately. And also, we have some candies here that we can get. All around Jamaa. They did change the placements near the end of the event for some reason. But over here there's one. And if you go into the Alpha headquarters here, you can clearly see that there's of course another one. Right here. And now if you go further out, you will see that actually there is also one in the pillow room. So yeah, you pretty much get the gist of it. You can either get candy or some shards for this. Now let me explain the shards to you. All you have to go is go straight over to Jamaa Township. The shards are a relatively new item, I guess, but they're kind of similar to the light side, to how you got the dark side orbs last time, I guess. So I guess they're not new. I'm not too sure, but yeah. So over here you can exchange some shards for some purified orbs, and I actually got a few of them. I got a lot of items with these. I love connecting them, by the way, so that's good. So yeah, for 30 shards you can get some purified orbs, and from these purified orbs, as I said, you can get some purified items, which are very interesting. Oh, and there's something in Mount Chevere, I think. Mount Chevere? Mount Chevere. It's probably something not that helpful. Let's find out. Because it's almost not that helpful, the items they give you. Oh, what? Okay, I was wrong. What the heck? They just gave up Spook Light Peg token for free? Bro, sheesh. That's actually a good item for once. But yeah, okay. Uh, pretty cool day so far. Okay, so now we are going to get also some I wanted to showcase to you some dungeon cavern. Unfortunately though, the dungeon cavern has not changed as far as I know. I'm quite sure that it stayed the same with the same final boss and all that kind of stuff. They could have also like updated the game and added more bosses in. I'm just saying, that's what they could have done to have a higher rating for this. But so far, it's pretty much the same, unfortunately. And okay. Right, I wanted to show you the hold on. Oh yeah, right. There's also a new loot box if you're interested in these, and now it's broken again. Never mind. We're going back in. I don't know if that's because of my computer or not. I have no idea, man. I hope it's not my computer. Gosh. Okay. So yeah, there is like a loot box right over here. Oh my gosh. Okay, now I'm teleporting in. And over here, you can get a few items for real money. And I guess they're kind of interesting. Like, I chose some of these Spooklight item potions with sapphires, and I'm saying that it's worth it because the colors are magnificent. I should also showcase that to you. And I heard there's some sort of a phantom, and if you buy $9.99, you get all these, which is pretty interesting. All right, I would say, is it worth it for real money? No, they should have probably added it in the sapphire shop or something like that. I've never really been a fan. Oh wait, you can change the colors. I didn't even know that. Okay, but still not really that worth it. Plus, it's against their own rules. You know, they said don't sell Animal Jam items for real money, and now they're doing it. It's a pretty bad example. Alright. Okay, over here, we got, as it seems, some sort of a bundle. A huge bundle. Okay. But there's also a new den. Let me see the new den, okay? Let me show you the new den. Let's see here. Where's the den at? I kind of already forgot about it. Hold on. Here you go, Ghost Town. I'm going to say that the Ghost Town is actually pretty unique in its own way. However, I didn't add in any decorations here. But it's not as interesting as the roller coaster one from last year, unfortunately. Like, there are no roller coasters here. For some reason, there aren't any Easter eggs. Like, I don't know, I would have added a few ghost Easter eggs here and there, probably. But I guess that's not gonna be a thing in this den. So let's add in this brew right here. I guess I could start to decorate it a bit, you know, just to give it a little chance here. Boom, boom. Where go over here? Absolutely, an inflatable ghost right there. Oh my goodness, these are such small items. Oh my gosh, what's going on to me? Oh la la, I don't even know. Okay, there we go. Haunted dresser. Candy cane stuff. There's a phantom cake there. Ooh, that looks quite grotesque for a cake. I don't know if I would want to eat that. Okay, so ghost town swinging doors right over here. So we can place these on the entrances. All of them. Right there. There's of course some ghost town posters right there that I can add in. Ghost town shutters. Ooh, those are pretty cool. Very well animated in my opinion. Ghost town candelabra. It doesn't really connect to the ceiling where it's supposed to be, but I guess it works anyways. Ghost town piano. Right over there. Ghost Town facade. This we can place it anywhere we want, really, like over here maybe. Ghost Town facade right there. Then we got another Ghost Town facade. So this showcases that we live in a theatrical life. Just kidding. That still doesn't make any sense. It's a reference to one of my top 10s. Yeah. Okay, so shutters right there. Right here. Right there. Ghost Town welcome sign. This song really isn't fitting for the Ghost Town, but you know. Right there goes the sign. Ghost Town archway. Ooh, okay. Hold on. Where could I add this? Here, sure. Ghost Town railroad switch, which would be added here. Hold on, is there a railroad? I mean, I guess. Can we run on a train or something? That would be cool. Hitching stuff. And I think that's it. That's all the Ghost Town items I have that I had in a collection. Oh, bro. I don't even know if that den is still available. I mean, I know that it was an exclusive offer. Let me go check. Let me go check. Sapphire Shop, probably. Yeah, here. Okay, it's right here. Here's the bundle. So I bought this entire bundle right over here. That's what you get for it. I guess it's kind of worth it in some way, but I don't know. The theme park den was way better in my opinion. Way more interesting. Okay, so now I'm gonna change back to my original villain submarine because this is like my favorite den in existence for the Night of the Phantoms. And okay, it's right here. Night of the Phantoms, there we go. Okay, and now I am going to showcase you the purified items you can get from purified orbs. Now, over here I got an entire collection. I have many items. I needed 2 display cases to showcase them all. But yeah, there's some over here. Some over here, of course. I really like the tails, you know. The tails are my favorite for sure. Out of the whole bunch. Alright, so that's the first part. And then we have this one. Which is this for now. So yeah. If you're interested in these items, then don't forget to get these purified orbs. Otherwise, it's going to be too late. Then you have to buy them with sapphires later on. I don't know how expensive these are going to be later, but who knows? Because the prices keep changing and trading and all that kind of stuff. So yeah. Of course, I forgot to also showcase the fact that... hold on. There is, of course, this place over here. The portals that transport you to the mini games. Unfortunately, as I said, they're not new mini games. They're pretty old mini games. This one is about Super Sweets, which is my favorite one, let's say. I'm actually kind of good in that one. Supposedly, you can get alpha items, but take this with a grain of salt because I myself never have received any alpha items from this minigame. There are multiple other minigames in this event though, such as hold on, we don't even see them on the map. Ah, darn it. Well, there are other minigames like that minigame where you had to like put torches near phantoms to keep them away from the center or something like that. That minigame are not as good because I didn't practice as much. But yeah, so I don't know what else I have to showcase for this, I guess. I mean, I guess I could show you some lore a little bit. Alright, I'll show you some lore a bit. I don't know, which one was the recent one? Okay, let me check. I don't think it was that one. That was not the recent one. It was... maybe that one? Oh yeah, it's that one for sure. It sounds like Barb really cares about saving Jamal. You wouldn't know just by looking at that sour face, but she's been relentless, sending energy into the lines of power and helping others do the same in her Barb sort of way. Don't the signals from other phantoms distract her? It must be hard to ignore the orders being sent out. If she hears them, she doesn't show it. I've started to question if she can hear them at all. That would be interesting if she didn't. That must be lonely for a phantom. Maybe that's why she's taken to helping us. Maybe, Cosmo, is it better to just follow instructions if you get to follow them with everyone else? You'd at least have others to talk to. When the phone vines went out, I felt like my treehouse had been cut away from the whole world. It's kind of like internet, I guess, his version of internet. I'm sorry, we wouldn't get to you sooner. The paths were all blocked. That's why it's a good thing Barb decided to help, whatever her reason. Now that we know how to purify these crystal shards, soon we'll have the lines of power fixed up like new. I'm not so sure. I think the network will be different. Something has to be broken before it can be purified. Light side can leave scars just like dark side. You're right, you've had to bear scars like that a long time. Light side burned Greeley last year too, but he's been too stubborn to talk about it. It all makes me wonder about Juno. They've been in light longer than anyone. When we do bring them to our time, I think they'll need more help from us than just being able to remain in the present. Okay, so they're trying to bring Juno back to the present, I suppose. But, why didn't they just make a new minigame with Juno in it? I mean, come on. That was the whole, like, point of the story beforehand. And now the phone is ringing upstairs. And I'm not gonna answer it because I am doing the stream. Alright. Well, we've got a lot of help to go around. Even a phantom is on our side now. Yeah, even a phantom. That's pretty cool. So yeah, that is the storyline and all that kind of stuff. So as I said, this is more concentrated on lore than anything else. So, but you know what? I still like that event way more than the Roblox event. So I'm giving this a 5 out of 10 at least. It wasn't the best Night of the Phantoms event, but it still was interesting lore-wise. And it still had a few things here and there that kept you entertained. So that's it for this live stream. I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye and good night.